Oh! Yeah, baby. Hey guys, Simzy from Simply Fit here for another video. So today's video is on chains and working out with chains. So with COVID and weights being harder to find, you can always go out and buy some chains. So this whole video is going to explain some exercises you can do with the chains and what they're for. Just a quick rundown. Chains are very, very versatile. They add instability to the bar. So when you do add them onto the end of a barbell, it's very hard to balance. The chains are uneven in weight. It's a fantastic way to build up the stability. So here's what the chains I got look like. So I bought an 8-meter length from my local metal place, and 8 meters of galvanized chain cost me $150. Each 2-meter length weighs just under 9 kilograms. So you're looking at just under 40 kilos of chain for $150. What I do to attach them together is use a D shackle. Then I can adjust the length. I've also got a pair of handles you can see here, which are from my human trainer. They're good to hold on to for the actual handles. So basically the concept of using the chains are that all the chains at the top of the movement should be off the ground, and at the bottom of the movement some or part of the chain should be on the ground. So basically what happens is at the bottom of the movement, at your weakest part, the chain may be at its shortest length, therefore it's lightest. So you can see here the lat raises and the triceps right now, the chain's on the ground and then they're off the ground at the bottom of the movement. So they're a really good way to have a progressive load of weight as you do it. They add instability to every movement, so you're working on your stabilizing muscles. They just add a lot of variety and they're fun to use. So these chains are galvanized, they're going to last a lifetime. The more I use them, the better they're looking. They're getting a lot more smooth and shiny. They're just a really fun way to train and cheap. The way I attach the chains to the bar is by using those adjustable straps. You can buy them from Bunnings. Anything you can think of to attach to the bar will work, but I find these straps are really good because they can, again, manually adjust the length of the chain. And all you need to think about when setting up the chains for a movement is that all of the chain is off the ground at the top of the movement. You can really have fun with chains, and obviously the D shackles can adjust the length. These exercises that I'm showing now are only a few of the exercises you can do with chains. Pretty much everything you can do with a weight, you can do with chains. So I incorporate my cardio work, my farmer's walks. I strap a chain onto the farmer's handles, and that extra 16 or so kilos of dragging weight along the ground really makes a difference. You really figure out your strength when you add chains to the bar, because if you add 16 kilos of chains versus 16 kilos of extra weight, it takes much more strength to move that 16 kilos of chains. So again, here's some squats, and the chain weight of one chain each is around 16 kilos extra. So at the top of the lift there, I think that's around about 130 kilos or 135 with the chains. And at the bottom of the lift, it might go down to about 125. You might take 5 kilos or so off each chain at the bottom of the rep. So that's the whole concept behind chain movements and chain exercises. I suggest if you're into training, you go get yourself some chains. Don't get them from a gym shop. Get them from a metal place, or Bunnings even have got buckets of chains for around about the $150 mark as well. But like I said, I got 8 meters of chain. Just use my angle grinder to cut them into 2-meter lengths, and they've been fantastic. I'm really enjoying training with them again, or chaining with them as I call it now. The only thing you need to be aware of coming up at the end of the video is when you use it for exercises off the ground, such as bent over rows or deadlifts, you need to put the chain in the middle of the bar, not on the ends of the bars. The reason being is if the bar is loaded up with a lot of weight, the chain will go underneath the weight and it will damage them. And I've been training for 20 years, and I should have realized this when I set up my chains for my deadlifts, and in a moment you'll see what happened. So I'm doing the deadlift here. It's pretty heavy. I think that might be about 186 kilos at the top, and I'm in the rhythm of it, and I know what's happening. The chains are getting caught up underneath the weights, and I know they're going to be damaging them, but I'm getting a good session in, so I kept going like a fool. And then once I finished the set, I had a look, and my 25 kilo plates were damaged. They're not too bad. Weights are designed to be thrown around and dropped, but obviously that's a stupid mistake and I shouldn't have done it. So don't do what I do. In a moment I'll show you how to set up the chains. You just put them in the middle of the bar in between your legs, so then you're getting the benefit of the chains and you're not going to damage your stuff. So I think this is around about 210 kilos now. Big lift, just one chain. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Keep flexing, subscribe, comment, and like my videos.